Hello everyone. Track all your expenses in an app whose user experience is synonymous with ease of use. A realistic finance tracking app that can reach 500 million WhatsApp users in India alone. Presenting to you Money Mitra, an all-in-one, one-stop solution for all your financial tracking needs, built right into WhatsApp. Let's start by exploring its features one by one. So let me try and create an expense. So I can say uh, maybe I received a stipend, maybe an income of rupees 2000. I send this message, and yes, so it correctly categorized stipend being an income instead of an expenditure and the amount of rupees 2000. Now let's try and send it an expense. Okay, so I can type the expense, but another way to do it is maybe I can send it a photo of my bill. And as you can see, it correctly identified the amount and the category as well. So this was from Geo Retail, and it correctly read the bill, the amount precisely, even though it was far, and categorized the expense correctly. Now let's try sending it an image of a packet of chips maybe. And as you can see, it correctly identified the photo as a snack, and maybe it even saw the small rupee amount icon, and also categorized it as an expense. Now let's try something else. What other way of inputting a message can you think of, right? Let me try sending a voice note. I bought a t-shirt priced at rupees 200. See, it correctly identified that as well. Now we know that it can handle an income and an expense. It can even handle savings or an investment as well. Now let's try and set budgets. So I can say something like, so here I am using natural language. It is not necessary to put the words or have certain keywords in the message. You can put it any way you feel is right, and it will correctly identify and categorize the expense for you. So it identified the current month and also the amount, and it also set it as our monthly budget. Now we might need to get some report. So maybe what are the expenses that I have incurred this month? I can say, and it does that for us. So if I take a look at the report, it has our expenses categorized on the category and the type as well. Here what we have also provided is their very own app. Okay, so this app is entirely a optional app that the user may want to use if they require any additional functionality or maybe more information and regarding their maybe transactions, budgets, their khata book that we will come to later. However, here you might notice that the user does not have to actually create a new account or go through some kind of onboarding to use this app, because they have already registered with us on WhatsApp. They can use the app directly from the links that we provide. Now let's go a step forward. Now that our bot is aware of all our budgets, our expenses, we can ask it some more financially relevant questions. For example, I can use the voice note for any of these features, but for this feature I will be demonstrating the voice note once again. I am buying a car on a loan of rupees 10 lakhs. Should I repay the loan in the next 10 years or the next 15 years? The difference in the interest rate is 6 and 7% respectively. Okay, so here we can see that based on our risk appetite and our spending habits, it has given us a custom classification of our risk appetite seeming moderate, and has recommended a 10-year loan repayment plan at an interest rate of 6% instead of the latter. So one of the pain points I personally face when I go out with my friends is that I have to convince everyone to get on a particular splitting app and familiarize them with the UI, tell them how to create an expense, split it, and so on and so forth. But since everyone is so familiar with the UI of WhatsApp, we have integrated a splitwise algorithm that optimally splits in WhatsApp itself. So let me try with a simpler example first. So I share one of my teammates' contact here, and now my backend will take care of it. It will process it, and it will know how to handle it later. And next I can tell it that, for example, split 200 with Gorish, and I send it. And as you can see, I have sent a payment request to Gaurish, and this is Gaurish's phone where he is showing his QR code. Now let's try to use the splitwise algorithm. So how we can do that? So for that, we will need to first create a group with among whom we want to split. So I have added Vinay's contact previously, so I can say create a, and here we go. So the group is created successfully, and both Gaurish and Vinay have been notified about the same as well. So now I can split an expense on this group as well. So I can say something like split 200 with everyone in group Mumbai. It doesn't have to necessarily have all these keywords. It just has to convey the idea basically. So as you can see that the split request was created successfully. I can now go on and put multiple splits, and once we want to settle, so I can say something like, so now both Gaurish and Vinay are showing their QR codes, and the split will be cleared, and once they make the payment, I may be notified. So that is it. Some more salient features about this is you can communicate with it in English. For example, I can say मैंने this, and it handles all this as well. So there are many more fun things about this as well. If you all are interested in how it actually works, I'll show you the architecture of it. So here is the architecture diagram of how a system actually works. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.